we've got a unit test now for adding 2 products into the shopping cart, and this is great. It was red, we turned it to green, and there is some refactoring that we can do. For the time being, let's look at the shopping cart first. We have generalized the calculation of the total. We've now got a helper calc total method that goes through each of the items that are in our shopping cart and adds up the subtotals. Now, I believe that there is an opportunity to refactor this. I think given that we are just adding up the subtotal of all the items in the shopping cart, we can probably use a little bit of link to improve this. So let me give this a go. I'm just going to remove what we have up here, and I'm just going to say items dot sum, because we're summing over the subtotals, and then yeah, let's give it the subtotals. So the iteration variable, let's make that I goes to I dot subtotal. Beautiful. So what is this saying? It's saying let's sum over all the subtotal of the items. Items.sum, I goes to I.subtotal. Alright, let me run all the unit tests, see whether everything's still passing. Okay, fantastic. All the unit tests are passing. We haven't broken anything. We don't need to be particularly careful. Once we've got these unit tests, we can just dream up of a refactoring, undertake that refactoring, and if it doesn't work, we're just going to go Control Z a few times until we're back to when it was working. 2, 3, 4, 5 steps prior. It's as simple as that. Okay, everything is still working. This is great. This makes me think, do we even need to have a private method? Could we not take this items sum over the subtotals and replace that up here in our definition of the total property? So whenever we have items, then do that else 0. Okay. Actually, let me leave the calc total in there even though it's not currently used. Let's run all the unit tests. Excellent, all the unit tests are still passing. Cool, let's come back. We don't need the calc total method anymore. And now that we're in here, I suspect that we don't even need this items.any. I think items.sum, if it's an empty collection, if items is an empty collection, it will automatically sum to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove the any check and see whether we have items. So it's even simpler. We don't have the conditional. Items.sum, I goes to I.subtotal. Brilliant. So basically it's saying sum over the item subtotals. Let me run all unit tests. Alright, all the unit tests are still passing, and this total property that we have on the shopping cart is simpler than ever. We've really simplified it a lot. If we reflect on why and how we could do this, we could only do this, what seems almost reckless refactoring, is because we had the safety net of our unit tests. It's the unit test that didn't make this a reckless endeavor. Without the unit tests, we'd have to very carefully make sure that everything is still working post refactoring by running our program and checking the total or whatever it is and ensuring that it comes to the correct value. With our unit tests, they do this automatically for us, and we're good to go. Okay, this is great. Let's move on and do some other refactoring. See you shortly.